Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Oh. Get that out of there.
Baby, he just got out the shower. He just got out the shower, and I don't want to put this hair through any of the struggles, so we're just going to let it be and let it be free. Just be. It's just free. Bitch, I don't know the damn song. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, Matty Rants. Welcome to an installment of Fortunate Rants. Let me go ahead and bring in my co-hosts right now with me here, since this is a live podcast of epic proportions. It's Miss Mimi Cherry.
'Cause you're free
to do what you want to do. There it is. There it is. To do what you want to do.
You've got to live your life. That was like on loop at my first job, which was Oak Tree. That was the era when that song was out.
Come on, era, under my arrow. Now we're starting singing again. This ain't the Okay, let's do it this way. There we go.
Oh, that's cute.
I need a little extra. I need us to have a little time. So, y'all, if you're tuning in today, it's Matty Rants and Mimi Cherry, and we're doing our podcast that we have together, the Fortunate Rants. But we're doing it live today for special reasons and occasions because there's some things coming up, and I'm going to be able to make announcements today since I was able to confirm some stuff. So if you're tuning in now, you're going to get some hot tea. Okay. And that's what you get for tuning in with Matty.
Yes.
As I get this hair in this little tight little wrap, and
and then I'm figuring out my headset. Like, I put it away months ago, and I just pulled it out 5 minutes ago. And I'm like, can you hear me?
Yes, I feel much better now. I feel so much better. I hope everyone's having a great day. Of course, we're going to have some hot topics here, discuss a few things that are coming up. And you already know that me and Mimi Cherry will be reviewing Race Espana Season 2 together. Don't forget, we reviewed Season 1, so if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. There's a playlist created. You can start from episode 1 and go forward there. Those were like great lives, great live chats. Mind yourselves, we had a couple of people stop on by in those live chats, so you might want to look through it too. A winner stopped by, okay? Just so we know. Can't wait to see you at DragCon, Carmen. And have a good time. But we're going to talk about that today. Of course, hot topics, things that are going on, and of course, conversations with y'all in this live chat. Whoop-zity woo. So let me go ahead and highlight a few people here today. Chicken tacos. Who said that? Who said that? Excited for this. Hey, Timothy, what's going on? Vogue on in, everybody. That's right. You know the music. Hola, familia. What's up? Such a hypocrite. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Soulful Dog. What's gooey? Shout out to Lil Kendra. Come on here. Yes, court documents. They're always notarized, summarized, and deeterized. There you go. Just some Palmer's coconut oil, you'll be set. Oh, no, baby. That's not what we put in this hair. Not the coconut oil. No. Not for the 3C. Not for my hair. Coconut oil is not my best friend. Trust me. I have to do, it's with an A. Hold on. What's the name?
Argan Oil?
Yeah, it's that one and another one that I use most often that's been very helpful for my hair. So the coconut oil, I used to use it, but it just dried my scalp a little bit.
Have you ever used BioSilk?
I have not. The Mimi Fantasy. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, I was literally over here thinking, I hope Matty goes live today. Glad you can make it. Hey, Meaty at Matty. Hey, Meaty.
That's, if we were a couple, that would be our couple name.
Meaty? Oh my God.
Meaty Tuck.
It's basically Nicole and what's her name? The other meatball. Come on, Maddie. What's her name? I love her so much. She
Oh, you
always
mean
plans the best
Snooki?
parties. Not Snooki. Who
Oh,
was the other one?
I'm the best party planner
What
ever.
is her name again?
I
Oh, I
forget
hate.
her name too. She's so
I'm
sweet.
so mad. Don't have it down. For those of you who are familiar with the Jersey Shore, she was the replacement for
Dina?
Angelina.
Dina.
Dina. There we
Dina.
go. Dina.
Diener.
Diener. No, I love Dina. Dina and Nicole, because I don't call her Snooki anymore. We go by her new, I don't drink as much anymore unless it's a family vacation. Yeah, unless it's a family vacation.
Or you ask her daughter what her job is.
Didn't that happen? I mean, just like Kim Kardashian's daughter, your kids are going to tell the truth on you. You don't never listen to her mommy.
North is everything.
I said, well, you weren't that baby with Kanye, and this is what you get.
Okay.
The truth. Okay. Oh, or should we start this up, Mimi, basically with our conversation today, as this is a free flow? Before we do that, can we take a deep breath, everybody, and just exhale any kind of bullshit?
Lindsey Graham.
Fall off the earth.
Now.
We will get to him in just a second.
Allegedly for the ears.
And believe we're gonna get to him. I got a match on Hinge, everybody. Ah! A teacher, 6'5", spiritual, a Libra. And it was also, we'll get along very well if you like video games and anime. And that was like what I hearted. So that was the response back. Okay, so let me just go ahead and start this up, and we'll two things up here. But here's how we're going to do this. Maddie, you got me all hype on DragCon. I binged all of Meatball's old videos. We need to watch those as a group someday on here. Good Lord. So check this out. A lot of you understand I made a post yesterday about DragCon and what possibly, we have coming up for that, okay? And, me and Mimi are working on our own end on something else that we are crossing our fingers for right now, put that positive energy in the good air. I still went and bought my general ticket today just to be sure that I would have access to DragCon, because there will be something, no matter what happens, that's going to be very special about this, okay? And I've already confirmed this with Mimi, and we're going to give a special shout out to the queen in particular who is organizing this with your boy Matty. We're going to be business friends and can friends, okay? All right. So the news is, or the gag is that for DragCon, we will be at a booth. The entire panel, Mimi included, because she's part of that JV squad. I'm just saying. We will be at a booth on Sunday. Sunday in particular, it will be from a 2-hour time frame window where you will be able to meet the entire panel, and we'll also possibly be filming a live episode of the panel at DragCon. So I want to give a special shout out to Bible Girl. Bible Girl is working with me in reference to this. We will be at her booth. We talked about this yesterday. She has a really great game plan going on, and I'm more than appreciative of her right now for extending her booth to us and also working together with new merch that's going to be coming out for the panel specifically. And it's going to be at DragCon. I'm going to try to see about keeping it up. It will be available on dragqueenmerch.com. Yeah, so we're going to be designing, I'm going to be designing this up with my panel, keeping everybody, of course, everyone's going to be abreast, but your boy Maddie's been working in the background on this one. Shout out to Bible Girl. I love you so much, baby girl. I love you so much.
We love Bible in this house.
We're going to be having a good time for DragCon. But yes, so that's going to be for Sunday. We're working at the times right now. I think it's going to be early morning-ish teas or whatever. But we are definitely going to have something going on there. The entire panel is going to be at DragCon. Everybody is confirming this stuff now. And I'll be getting more details in the future about this, everyone. So please stay tuned. But that was the news I wanted to share. That and possibly some more stuff that's coming up on top of that. So yes. So far, Mimi knows I have been.
We are laying down tracks left and right in the background. Y'all have no idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been working. But also, again, a huge shout out. Fellow rant packer, Bible Girl. We love her to death. When we were talking yesterday, she's so professional. I was living.
Yeah.
And when she had mentioned, like, I love the way that you flow with your show and how everything goes. And it was just very like, okay, see, this is somebody who's in the industry who can see what's going on as me as a reviewer and understands that nothing that's coming from this is actually malicious, which is once again why I have to stop paying attention to some of these weirdos that pop up in here and just go, the girls know what's up. Y'all have to stop barking so goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? See, this is where it's at, Jason Love. I'm moving. Okay, I'm moving. I'm moving not at the pace that people may want me to move, but I'm moving, goddamn it. Okay, so there it is. And we're also
the train is on the tracks and moving.
That part. And we're also almost to 20,000 subscribers here on the Matty Rants channel. We have crossed over the 700 threshold. So now we're at like 290 something. So subscribe if you're new here. Oh my God, I'm awesome. Wee! And I have cool friends like Mimi and Julie and Jamar and C. Diggy and Blake Keisha. And if Alexander Rogers stops by, one more finger do. And we have drag queens from the show stop by, and we give fair and honest opinions while still keeping you entertained. And at the same time, I still tip these babies and be at their shows and doing what I gotta do. So y'all girls can be mad at somebody else, okay?
I know that's right.
I will be wearing Bible Girl merch often. Be upset at somebody else. Oh, Bible, I already ordered it.
I got my Pay Bible Girl necklace still. Hey, like, Bible Girl.
Because it's funny because I was already looking for merch like on her website for just other queens too, as well as her. And then when we got on the phone and she's like, "Oh, Matty, I've been a fan." I was like, "Girl, I'm literally on your website trying to get a t-shirt right now." I like the shirt that I got. You know, who the fuck is I was like, yeah, I'm getting this one just for shits and giggles. But yes, so moving in silence. I'm only announcing things that have been confirmed. Other stuff is being in the works and being talked out through. There may be other things planned. I also will be at a couple of events just in case you're interested in going. I've actually started the process of purchasing because I'm on the website now for Black Girl Magic, which is going to be on the 14th. So I will be making my way around there as well as possibly at Alaska's Drag Queen of the Year pageant. I have a friend of mine who is inviting me to go. I will be a lot of places. I will be tired.
Yeah.
So like,
I know. I put in my hotel booking. I was like, a room with a bathtub, please, because I'm gonna need to soak every night.
It's gonna be a long weekend, but I'm prepared for it. I'll be spending a lot of money, but I'll be prepared for it. But yeah, so why we made this live today specifically for you guys, you know, when we're talking or whatever, is that when you go to DragCon, this might be your first DragCon, okay? Also, there's a ball that I was also invited to as well. So there's a ball that's supposed to maybe happening. I'm waiting for more details on that too, y'all. Several things going on. So you're at DragCon and you're like, oh, I want to do this and pay this money. And Mimi knows we've done many of these. Okay, now I can say this. Okay, we've been both the fan and the one also doing the work. So you might want to know what to expect, what you need to wear, how much you need in your pocket, what the lines are going to be like, event statuses, all of that. So today on this Fortunate Rants, the main topic is DragCon. And by DragCon, we mean get your shit together.
Yeah.
If you want to have a good time, your shit needs to be together.
Yes.
If you there in some sandals, you've already messed up. Already messed up.
Yes.
So, Mimi, let's get a start here. I just want you to give the first go for you, like a beginning thought. Like, if you're going to go to DragCon, you need blank.
So I would say, first of all, be realistic about your budget and have your budget in mind before you even walk in those doors, because it suddenly feels a little bit like Vegas and a lot of like ding, 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 ding. It's very extra sensory experience. And then you walk out of there spending more money than you intended to if you don't plan carefully.
Every
time.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah. DragCon, when you walk in, it's going to be this, like, at first you're thinking, oh, whatever, like, to yourself before you walk in there. No, bitch, no. I'm going to give RuPaul and World of Wonder and all of them the credit in the world for the setup. It's a lot. It's big. It's in your face. Booths are going to be like really extravagant. Well, some of them are going to be very extravagant. There we go. Some are going to be extravagant. Others might be a little wow.
Yeah.
Just a little woo, you know?
And let's give some grace, right? Because maybe some
Mhm.
people don't know this. The queens have to pay for their booth space. Like they pay for the space, they pay for the electricity, they pay for like the little curtains that go up. All of that costs them money. And so they're basically investing ahead of time. So, you'll see kind of like a difference for sure in
Yeah.
in the setups.
And that's also no shade to any of the queens here, but again, this is depending on who is sponsoring, helping somebody out, how much money they have set to go, because there's also the turnaround that these queens have to make by being there. This isn't just for people to walk up and just look at them. They're
Yeah.
also needing to make money so they can start to get ready for the rest of the year and so on, in reference for clothes, even their own bills they got to take care of. Hey,
Yeah.
Kagan TV. Hi,
Don't be
honey.
surprised if you can't even see, like, and again, this is no diss because they have to make their money back. Don't be surprised if some of these queens you can't even see them until you pay the money to go into the little curtain area where they're taking their pictures, because they don't even want somebody to be able to walk by and just take a picture of them.
And that's the main thing that we're sort of emphasizing here as the number one resource you need to have at DragCon. And it's not to say that this is a cash grab or anything like that. This is literally what conventions are. You need money. And
Yeah.
guess what else, y'all? If you don't want everyone's stuff, you don't have to get it.
Yeah.
Plan accordingly. A lot of these babies on their social media pages are going to post these prices as well as what is going to be available at their booths. Pay attention. Also, recognize if something is going to be gone, like they run out of it, you might have to come back the next day when they restock, or possibly just get something secondary. Come with more than one option, come with money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, it's not just the drag queens that are going to be there too. Mimi, we can talk about this. Vendors.
So many vendors.
Like, it's for my fans that I be using all the time. I got those both at DragCon. So you're going to, and those fans were not cheap. Those were $20 a pop.
A pop.
30
Yeah.
with the big girls. You know what I'm saying?
But it's amazing. You get to see like so many artists that do like fan art. This is a great chance to pick up some of that fan art if you really like it. T-shirts, I always load up on T-shirts at DragCon. But you also, there also is a way to experience it without spending a lot of money. Now, if you don't necessarily want to meet and greet all the queens, you just want to like experience DragCon itself. There is a lot to experience. Like you could walk down those aisles all day and see something new every time you walk down. And then they also have like events at the stage, so you could go and hang out at the stage and just watch the things there. So you also can go with like a tight budget if you want to.
That's true. Mimi is making a good point here. So the thing is that if you want merch, come with cash. If you want to like see the events and that be more so the gig that you're going for, or those panels, then you need to be more aware of your schedule and make sure that you're listening to the announcements, because they're always going to be yelling something over that PA system. Like, the such and such panel with this celebrity is about to start in 10 minutes. Line up over there. And honey, when I say line up over there, line up over there.
Yeah.
Because it's first come, first serve for the seats. There are certain rows that are set up for like VIPs or like et cetera kind of guests. And then you just do all of that. And like, for example, when I was pressed last year, my pass got me to be in the Queen's panel, okay? And y'all can see me on T.S. Maston's YouTube page, because Alex was there and I'm in like one little shot because, I got him on stage. Matty had to do his thing, right? So my press pass got me for the first 3 rows, but they didn't want to seat me in the front row because Miss Mama was being a BI. Okay. And then it just so happens that Rant Pack members were sitting up there like, oh, we know Matty. Matty, take our seats. We'll sit behind you. It's no tea. And I had to look at that lady like, oh, yes, yeah. I wasn't even trying to rub my dick. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to do all that. But they told you who I was. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm trying to be nice here. You see this press pass. You see me in regular clothes, so you give me the business. But then these people are like, oh, no, we know you from YouTube. Da, 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 da.
Another thing about the panels, give yourself time to get there. It's at a totally different part of the convention center. Like, you have to like transit.
Okay, that's another thing too, because this is LA Convention Center, okay?
Yeah.
She's a big girl.
Big girl.
She's a big girl.
It's like multiple football fields stacked on top of each other.
If you got your VIP passes, you're lucky because there's going to be a lounge that you get to sit in. I ain't going to have that, but I don't need it because I used to live in LA, so I know where to go right outside and come right back in. I have many places to go. Speaking of which, if y'all see me just out and about, you're like, Maddie, you going to get something to eat? Can I come? Sure, bitch. That's going to be me, okay? it's big. So the panels are going to be mostly on the ends, like Mimi is saying, like way to the left, way to the right, way to the sides, all that kind of shit, right? So in the center is where the walkways are, and you'll find little halls or little corridors that you go through to find different queens tucked away, this, that, and the other. My idea, this is what I would promise y'all if you get a weekend pass. Go Friday to scope the entirety.
Yeah, get a lay of the land.
Friday's a half day, so they ain't gonna all be there all set up like that. Some of them are just gonna be getting their shit together. I remember when I went for LA and I saw Naomi Smalls out of drag just getting her shit together. Meanwhile, me and Jamar met her in like out and about in West Hollywood like that same night. Like, oh girl, and I was like, I should just talk to her then and there, but I was scared because I love her so much. She's sweet, but get the layout. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Saturday is going to be a monster.
Nuts.
I see the question with how busy does it get with court documents. That's going to get us to this part of DragCon.
It's thousands of people. Thousands.
Tens of thousands if you really want to go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, because VIPs get there an hour earlier before regular general admission. So VIPs will already be in line by the time you get to go inside. So if you want to get to somebody who you really know is going to have a long line, you need to be there early as possible. Might even need to be there by the time VIP gets there just to sit out line outside to go in to then get in. That's for the big timers. No shade to the other babies, but you know who you are. Your line's a little bit open. People like, oh, I can breathe. I can talk to you. And that's kind of also better too, Mimi. Sometimes I love it when the line's not long.
Yes.
You can just walk up and it's like,
yes.
You know, and it's cool like that or whatever. But I remember interviewing Vanjie and how big that line was.
It was crazy.
And the fact that had I sat in line just to even get a picture with her, that would have probably taken me about an hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours.
Longer. I think longer.
Because she also would have to leave sometimes and go do things and then come back. So then those lines disperse. That's another thing. Look how this is going.
Oh, yeah.
You may be sitting in line for quite some time. And they say,
walk away.
Bam. I'm sorry, y'all. There's a bathroom break that needs to happen, or they have to go to a panel. Or an event. They will be back at such and such time. We do apologize. Sometimes they will let the line still sit there and wait until they get back, which some people are, you know, these are they stand, these folks, okay? So this is where we get to the clothing part of the comfortability of the long lines, the, you know, mass amounts of people, you know, that are going to be at there. You need to dress comfortably.
Yes.
If you think this is a fashion show, okay.
I mean, it is for some people. Some people love to show out. I like to be comfortable.
I'm not going to sit there for 10 hours in a goddamn festival occasion and con and give you all of the Balenciaga. No. So I'm going to tell you how I'm going to dress like this year, y'all, just so to be clear. Because last year, y'all, I mean, 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I wore my little red shorts around and I was just pussyfooting the fuck around. I ain't going to do that this time because my junk was showing. So I'm probably going to have some nice old Adidas track pants on every day, a black pair for Friday, a red pair for Saturday, a purple pair for Sunday.
I know that's right.
That's it. And a different shirt from somebody I stan or something I can sweat in. And that is it. I am not coming there to look like a superstar because in reality, you're going to be there all day. All day.
Yeah. Yes. They have some food. That's another thing. The food is kind of scant. They sometimes have like little food trucks and stuff like that outside.
Mm-hmm.
And they have some things in the convention center, like little carts with food. But keep that in mind. You know, definitely you want to eat like a nice healthy breakfast before you go.
Yeah. That's okay. Nice healthy breakfast. Mimi says that don't eat heavy.
No, that's why I said healthy.
Yeah, do not, for the love of God, eat heavy because those bathrooms, while are clean and pristine at the beginning of the day,
oh God,
by the end of it all, it's going to be Waterworld starring Kevin Costner. at the same time, the food itself is just food court stuff. You may see like a
Yeah.
vendor thing from Papa John's or somebody else, but it's going to be quite high in price. So if you don't plan on going out to eat from the convention center, have money on hand for you, and also be prepared to not find a place to sit down to actually eat. 'Cause
Yeah.
you may end up being on the floor,
Yeah.
sitting on the wall,
Yeah.
eating your food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that may be fine for you. For others that need like assistance, not so much. If you are someone who is wheelchair bound and need wheelchair accessibility, there's more than likely going to be that available at the convention center, so you should not have to worry.
It is.
I also understand that there is something they do for people like in that who are wheelchair bound, that for line purposes. Like,
Of
I
course.
think I'm not sure if they get to cut it or if they get put in a different position, so it's not like bam, we're just sitting here. But I do know the last time that happened, somebody got to like jump through, and I was like, let them through, and nobody blinked. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, with Willem, because like Willem got out of his chair
Mhm.
and like went down and like took the picture.
Because it's hard to be in some of the lines, and it's like, like y'all can just roll up at the side. That's another thing too. Like, please don't go to the side of people's booths, open curtains, hi, do all of that. Please don't do that.
No.
I was with somebody, I'm not going to tell you the queen, but I was with them when somebody did that shit. And I'm telling you, she turned and looked at me, and I'm talking about read the fuck out of that person. Because it was like, now, bitch, I'm not even up here doing nothing right now. This baby just opened the curtain, could have tore it up, all that. It was a mess. So yeah, please be kind to the people who you are going to visit and see. And also sometimes don't have high expectations if everybody doesn't give you what you want.
You took it out of my mouth. That's one thing. Like, these are humans. They're not, it's long days for them too. They're not always going to be like in the best mood. So keep that in mind too. And another thing, don't be surprised if you look to the left and see a half naked go-go dancer, and then you look to the right and you see a toddler, because that's DragCon.
Yeah, that's that too, because this is
always throws me
there's
off a little
going to be
bit.
a lot of stuff going on. There are going to be parents that bring their children there to go see these queens, but they're also going to be grown adults that enjoy drag that are also going to be there as well, expressing themselves. However, so you may see somebody with an exposed breastplate with blood all over it. Meanwhile, a 5-year-old and her little sister are being carried by their mother over to see Mayhem Miller, while the rest of the girls across the way is a boar spitting out some sort of black gunk from her mouth. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There will be times where if you want to see shows on stage and you want to sit down and be like right there, be there early.
Yeah.
Because that's how me and Jake got front row that one time. And you see that video on DragCon stage of us sitting in the front just going very, very like we were at like Fashion Week. Like, it was so funny. And I'm sitting there going.
And if you have a buddy, you can do the buddy system. One of you wants to take a break, they go and like hold the spots and, for the show, and then the other person can walk around. So buddy systems are also good.
No, this isn't just one day. It's a weekend event from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can get single day passes for $40, not including tax, I believe. But the weekend passes themselves are $80. And I think I just paid $86 in total for the weekend pass. Yeah.
The big day Saturday.
Big day is okay. So there we go. Friday is the beginning day. That's the less stressful day. If you want to go on a day that's less stressful, it's gonna be Friday. But you may not see everybody, but you will get to meet the people you want to meet. I'm gonna tell you that. The lines ain't bad at all on Friday.
The lines ain't lining.
You're gonna be able to see the girls that you want to see. So that's also how you map it out. Saturday is where it's like D-Day. And everybody's at war and everybody's there. It's a lot. It's going to be insane, hot, gross, all of that. But it's fun. It's fun. Sunday, now that is going to be almost a Friday, but not as low in the energy department for Friday, because that's the last day. So a lot of people either are going to
You might get something on sale.
A lot of people are trying to get rid of their merch. So they're going to have a lot of sales going up. A lot of these lines that were like $100 or maybe $40 to spend something might be free. So Sunday is normally the better day, in my opinion, to be at DragCon, because everybody's on a chill thing. Because once you got through Saturday, everyone's like, all right, y'all, it's the last day. Like, let's have a good time. Wrap this up. Hence the reason why the panel is going to be doing something special at Bible Girls booth on Sunday. So,
and you also get the end of the day on Sunday is the keynote by RuPaul, which always feels like a little bit like you're going to church, but like in a good way.
It's a good time. Also, do yourself a favor. I'm gonna tell you one person's booth you need to visit is Miss Tammy Brown's.
Okay.
The story that I had from DragCon where she was low-key reading RuPaul was from that moment where me and Jake Yonsei were sitting there just shooting the shit. Miss Kasha Davis is right across the way. We were having a good time with Miss Kasha Davis. She's good people. Love her down. Hey, Kosh, Miss Kasha Davis, Mr. Kasha Davis. Hi, y'all lovely. But we were just shooting the shit with them. And then RuPaul gets on the DJ set. Woo! Read her for filth, bitch. It's the funniest thing. But people who were around me and Jake at the time, we had a rant packer that was like, Matty, all that kind of stuff. Jake had someone. They caught that tea there because they just so happened to be in the area. And it was like, oh, that was so funny. You had to be there. So I tell the story, but that's DragCon. You had to be there sometimes. Like, be in those moments. Be present because you would be surprised which shit will go down while you're there. They're like, oh, girl, did you catch that?
It goes down in the DMs.
Why do you think I shade some girls that I won't be visiting their booths this year? Like, I know what to expect from some of y'all.
Yeah.
Because you gave way too much before you thought of this pandemic happening. And now I know your character.
Ooh. Oh, and also, RuPaul doesn't do any more meet and greets.
Yes.
You don't meet RuPaul anymore. It's not even an option.
You're probably going to see her walking through, and that's going to be it. Or she'll be on stage DJing. Y'all know Mama put me on her Instagram. Bitch, come on for my resume, Mimi. I've been on RuPaul's Instagram. I've been on DragCon's Instagram. Okay, they know who the fuck I am. Whoa. But seriously, though, like, that's how you're going to see. That's how RuPaul saw me dancing on stage. And it was... That's what we do. So there you go. She also did an interview with one of the pit crew members, Jason. They were doing interviews, and it was like right in the middle of the DragCon. What was she doing when people were around watching the interview? Hi, hello. As I'm walking by, I'm going to have my time with Ruzy. I will, Mr. Charles. You know me, and you have a conversation coming my way because I know you watch my shit. I know you do. I always act surprised, but then it's like, no. They do. You may hate me. They don't. But yeah, the DragCon's going to be a lot. What was anything else I can think of before we go?
There was another question that I saw. Somebody was asking if there's Dragula folks there. They are.
Yes.
There's I saw Bitch Pudding at a panel.
Oh, they'll have their own booth. Dragula will have their own booth set up by the Boulet brothers, and they'll have rotating days when the queens are there, and some of those queens may have their own booth set up as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe if you are new here. This is just a special Fortunate Rants live podcast today here on my YouTube channel. No, she's just sitting there, pretending to be Mira the Pusscat or whatever the fuck she wants to call herself this time, ban evading. A mess.
Oh my
God. But this is a special one. We're going to try to get this podcast back into good format. But reminder, me and Mimi will have Mondays with y'all here on the channel for Drag Race Espana Season 2, which will be premiering this Sunday.
My gosh, it's already upon us.
Hence the reason why I enjoyed my 2-week break. After UK versus the world, I was like, I'm taking a moment to step back for a second because I was getting tired just a tad bit. And then season 14 has been wearing me low because it has not stopped. It just won't stop.
It's the season that never ends.
And the twist is still not revealed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're on episode, what is this, 12 coming up? My God. But yeah.
Between the Bolshantes and the gold ticket bar.
Hey, Maddie. Hey, Mimi. And Rant Pack just popping in to say I love y'all in those content. I may come back later if I have time. Well, thank you for being here, Rowlett. Cool. Let's see here. Hi, Miriam. Okay. Who are y'all excited to most see and meet?
I can answer. So this DragCon is like my reunion with Bible Girl and Willem. Like, they're just always the ones that, like, I can't wait to see.
Bible Girl and Willem. I mean, Willem like followed me, then unfollowed me this year. So I don't know if I'm excited to see Willem again.
Well, Willem be Willeming.
I know. Black. Okay, listen.
What?
Face. What? No.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Long time ago. Long time
Chow
ago.
down at
Long time ago.
Chick-fil-A.
Long time ago. Yes. Long time ago.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
Oh,
no.
girl, there's a. I will send you the picture. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
God.
Did a whole mammy
Oh.
character and everything. And mind you, I wasn't even shading her to be like, "How dare you" or anything. It's just I was bringing it up to like give an example for some people who found forgiveness through the audiences versus others who did that, and it was a different story because of how they, I guess, reacted or responded to the situation. So if that was something that was sensitive, I'm not apologizing as a Black man on that. I'm not. I'm going to speak on it, but I'm a fan of her on Race Chaser, even though that name alone sounds, but you know,
a little problematic.
just say it. But
But
like,
they love being problematic.
yeah. And when I met Willem the first time, remember Mimi, I was with you and I was very nervous. She was super sweet and talked to me before she even had to pee. So I like Willem. I just, if she mad at me for that, I spoke on it. I'm going to keep my stance on that.
And one thing, so FLA, so DragCon welcomes all drag platforms, not just RuPaul-centered stuff. The quick answer is anybody that will pay for a booth can go to DragCon.
That part. So it's not simply just all drag queens that are going to be there as well. They're going to be organizations like HRC is going to be there with their own booth. People who are speaking for HIV, information, organizations that are sort of like, there's going to be some charities, some donations, things like that. It's going to be multiple stuff that's going on. There'll also be vendors selling wigs, selling clothes, selling jewelry, selling artwork. Like Mimi was talking about earlier, the artwork that we have here, he might be there. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, it's full of a lot of stuff. It's way more than just, so they were on Drag Race, here you go. No, there may be even local queens from LA that got booths together. So
yeah, like Mickey's. Mickey's has a booth. Some of the clubs have booths.
TikTok was there last time, trying to get people before TikTok was even a big. That's a gag. Before TikTok was even that girl. TikTok was at DragCon promoting TikTok, and now all of a sudden we were using it all through the pandemic.
Yeah. Jeffree Star had a big booth one year.
Yeah, this is a trade show kind of vibe, not a slight. Yeah,
very that.
I will give you money for that. Cheryl Lee Ralph was there one time, and she didn't ask for anything to take a picture. Isn't that something? She just had a whole booth up. I just want to see my babies. I missed her too. She was there for maybe one day. I was so mad I missed it because I wanted to go and say hi and cry for a second. I was gonna have a moment, but I was like, no, Matt, this is gonna be too much. I'm when I met Bob, I had a moment internally because I didn't want Bob to know I was a super fan, even though me and Bob were just having a random conversation. We did the dance battle. Y'all remember? Y'all saw. But internally, I'm like, damn, she's tall. She's tall. Oh, Bob is everything.
Bob is everything.
But then I'm listening to Bob, and that's when all my nerves left me because I'm like, oh, this would be one of my good bitches, one of my sisters right here. I still love that. That was one of my favorite moments. Monique Hart, Bob the drag queen, hell, Honey Davenport, me, Jamar, and my friend David and somebody else, all just sitting in a circle in Mickey's, just talking in the middle of a club crowd. Just shooting, all black people just sitting there just shooting the shit, having a good time. Monique's a hoot in person too. Monica's a hoot. Oh goodness, especially at a drag. She'd be sitting there. She saw me and Jamar across the bar. So bad because I was living in LA, but I wasn't going out like that, and Jamar was. So she gave me the business. Like, girl, where you been? I see Jamar. I don't ever see you. I'm like, I work. I'm trying to build a brand. Like, I don't want to be out in the streets. I like to hit. So, let's see here. Is it unusual for there to be a season on Diary?
Airing?
Oh, airing. okay, season airing during DragCon, I thought they highlighted the new winner. So I think one season there was a season, one DragCon there was
year.
a season, yeah, that was
Was
happening
still
at the
going.
same time. Yeah,
I think that was Cracker's season.
I think so too. Yeah, I think Mimi's right on that one. So it will happen. It's bound to. Let's see. Also, who will I be excited to see? Willow
Yeah.
Pill from the House of Oddly, of course. Evie
Ooh.
again, because I miss my boobs. Jada Essence fucking Hall. Actually, everybody who I never got a chance to spend some time with and meet because of the pandemic. Heidi in Closet, Widow. Well, I saw Widow. That's my bitch. Like, there's a couple of people from those seasons I never got to meet that we only interacted online with. Seriously, I'm very excited to meet them. It might be a huge hug, might be a long-standing family kind of hug, because there's folks that, like, for real, I haven't seen Raja O'Hara since All Stars. That's sis. That's my fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my mama, Honey Dab. I haven't seen them folks. So I might be very emotional for a lot of people. Right. I get to see a lot of my friends, and I'm very excited for, like, DragCon. Taste. Taste is probably going to be one of the bigger ones, because I stand. And when she sent me that video message that one time, like, Chicky, I'm watching your video right now. And I was like, I just live. I live and breathe.
Oh, we get to meet Carmen.
Oh, Carmen's that's gonna be a lot. I know she doesn't speak any English, but I don't care. Me, we're gonna have to get me a phrase down. I gotta get a phrase down before I see her.
We'll get it together. We're getting it together.
Vanessa's gonna be a big deal too, because we did an interview with Vanessa, so that's gonna be a family moment. I might cry when I see Vanessa. Yes. Lord knows I'm gonna cry when I see Envy. Yeah, it's gonna be I'm gonna be a mess. It'll be nice to see Blue again, because the last time I saw Blue was for New York DragCon. Blue just winning UK versus the world, giving props to your mama. So this time I get to see her as a winner versus, like, just her season being introduced. Tia Coffee, I don't want her to kick me in the face for all the times I read her on the runway, even though I love her down. You know, I'm hoping that the people I do meet don't take the things that I said personally. If they want to get me together, Mimi knows I have sat. I told Raja, listen, if you want to get me together, you want to beat me up, girl, go. I put my whole face up. I did the same thing with Silky. I said some shit, but I love you down. And it's like, man, come on now. I said, okay, I breathe again. You know, okay. She's like, you also didn't know what was going on. I said that part. And again, after my time in LA, I did learn a lot about Drag Race and the behind the scenes, which is why when y'all hear me talk about the show, I'm not talking out the side of my asshole. The girls think I am. I'm like, okay.
The full center, not the side.
I just won't text her and ask this question again, just to be sure that I am not out of line here. Oh, Canada Drag Race. Ocean, Aqua Black. I can't wait to meet my baby. I can't wait to meet her. She's gonna be there. I'm excited for that. Most of the Canada girls. Most. I am not going to pay nobody that I just didn't really give no time to. But of course, once again, let me be at a show. All right, let me go. How much I got in here? Okay, here we go. I will go broke. Okay.
And leading up to DragCon, you can definitely get your panel merch at DragCon, but you can get this merch that Maddie's wearing right now. It's available. So I'm going to repost it on Twitter as soon as we're done. So you can go get that.
The merch that's going to be at Bible Girl's booth isn't going to be this merch. It'll be specifically for the panel, the one that she's working on with us. I do know that if we don't have any physical shirts, sweatshirts, whatever, that's going to be on there with the print. And I already have an idea for the design in my head. So I'm going to talk with her about that and get it going. But
I can't wait.
I want to have, like, catchphrases that we all have from the panel to be on, like, all over it in terms of it, but also to have, like, something really cute, something that would make it very distinctive. But back to this. There may be a QR code where you'll all be able to scan it with your picture. It'll take you directly to Drag Queen merch so you can order it. Or we may have some physical shirts that are available, but it'll be like a limited quality, limited quantity, because it'll be like pop-up shop again for that 2-hour time frame. So yes, like Mimi knows. I've been like, whew, trying to get a lot of shit together. And God damn it, I'm doing it. Okay.
We don't want Jocelyn suing us, so we can't do it like it's my B-Day.
Yeah, and we have class and taste, and we're not kicking people while they're down and having their men beating on women looking like they do. Oh, excuse me, ballistic.
Like they want to get sued. They
are getting sued. Like, for one, Jocelyn incriminated herself. Okay, hold on, y'all. Ooh. Pause on DragCon. Let's get to this. So Jocelyn's cabaret is on Zeus Network. It's trash, but it's good trash TV. Shout out to Zeus, because y'all on some bullshit, but something about the bullshit.
Yeah.
Call me if you need me to host a reunion, honey. Okay. Check it out. Now, Jocelyn Hernandez, okay? Hernandez, that's what I'm gonna call her, okay? Because she has this show about getting a cabaret together, which is her trying to get a bunch of strippers together to do shows with her where she does mediocre performances singing at the same time shaking her titties. Yeah. That's fine. I'm all here for strippers. Make your money, boo-boo. Make your money. But like Jocelyn's Cabaret is a show basically to glorify this kind of stuff and to give Jocelyn a platform so you can see some musty man eating her pussy, because that's what we've been seeing. All right. And that's a whole episode. Season 1.
Oh, yeah. We saw them get it on in a
literally in the bathtub. You know those bubbles weren't smelling good after that. I'm telling you. I know his mouth and her puss was just giving no. A collision of shit, like just mess. So, anywho, the show has fighting on it. There was even a whole like horrible moment about double homicide over someone having an abortion with twins.
Damn, double homicide.
But this season in particular, like it's been very. Jocelyn doesn't have a lot of Black women on the show, which has been very weird to me, even though there was a whole discussion about the N-word that happened. And she's like, you can't say it in anywho.
Yeah.
But the reunion took place, and one of the people on there named Amber. Yeah, Amber. The Amber. The one that looks like Azalea Banks. Maybe. Doesn't she? She
now that you said that, I can't unsee it.
She looks just like Azalea Banks. So they're at the reunion, and apparently lots of fights broke out. It's Zeus Network. What else is there? They put down plastic wraps so the blood don't get everywhere. You know, whoops a whoop, all that kind of stuff. But Jocelyn was apparently fighting, and apparently the girl was getting the best of Jocelyn.
So that's why the husband jumped in?
Yes. So apparently there was one fight that was taking place or whatever. And I think Jocelyn jumped into the fight and kicked the girl in the back. And so Miss Mama like was getting her. So that's when Ballistic jumped in, grabbed her by her hair, was yanking her by her hair, and was hitting her while Jocelyn was also doing the same. Oh. Yes. And then what's crazy here, hey Quan, is that she even incriminated herself on Twitter after deleting the tweet, but everyone saved it, of course. Saying, and that's why you got kicked in the back. Yeah. With your musty breath having I'm paraphrasing here, okay? Yeah. Zeus then releases a statement saying that, we don't condone anything. I know you lying. She
pits them to fight against each other, and they keep the cameras on.
There was a whole moment where she's like, if y'all want to swing, y'all swing. Let's go. Boom.
Get it out the way.
Let's go. And it's very weird. Like, I'm like, Miss Mama, you really asked for this kind of shit. So seriously? I don't know what else to do here. So I watched the show for its bullshittery. It's really enjoyable on a Sunday after the panel. Honestly, after doing all that talking, I like to sit down, roll me something nice, order me some food. Y'all know my schedule, and sit there and I do it like it's my B-day. And I watch her shake her titties and sound I wanna ride to Vegas, baby. This is how Jocelyn.
I wanna ride.
Darling, keep me rolling. I wanna ride. I mean, her and Jujubee need to make an album. I'll say they cannot keep together.
Well, I think this is the end of the road for Jocelyn's Cabaret. I don't think there's going to be another season.
Honey. After this, if Zeus wants to keep its little PowerPoint presentation network, y'all need to fix that layout.
PowerPoint presentation.
Am I lying, maybe? Like
it's the worst. If you stop a video it starts all over again. You can't fast forward to where you were watching it. You have to start it all over again.
I'm like, girl, what in the Windows 98 is happening here? What in the Black Planet first
what in
giving page?
Microsoft Clip is this?
Yes, it is so foolish. And I'm like,
He comes out and talks to you.
I am looking for the paperclip guy. I am. I swear to God. Every time I'm like, we get up there, I'm like, hello, is your video not playing? Here are suggestions.
Did you want to watch some clownery and fuckery today?
Oh, and it's going to be like Drea from like Basketball Wives saying it. So it's like, hi, do you want to see some fuckery and shenanigans today? Okay, you guys, here we go. I'm a model. It's pretty bad.
Oh my God.
So there already has been clips surfacing from Bad Boys Club, which had a very good premiere for the Zeus Network for obvious reasons. But there's a new clip already posted of one of the new castmates that's going to be a replacement for Miss Andrew Caldwell. His name is Jonathan. He's been on other shows before, with a fucking chair, chasing one of the castmates down and beating them with it. And when I tell you, you could hear the chair just being assaulted. That poor chair deserves so much better. But it's already bringing up conversations of the network trying to make gay men look bad, or just Black men look bad, or just people in general look bad. At the same time, it's like I always say to everybody, while we can say it makes us or them look bad, this is how they act. This is how they want to act.
Yeah.
This is what they want to show. There is a network that wants to take advantage of this. We are watching this happen and shaking our heads.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure. I don't really agree with how everything goes, but at the same time, honey, I'm low-key entertained by the bullshit. I'm low-key entertained. Keebler. Oh my God, Maddie, your Patreon reaction to Bad Boys was everything. It's funny. That's a gag. Like Drag Race, I have a lot of people who subscribe to my Patreon for that. I got a lot of y'all that came in for Bad Boys. Like, y'all like Drag Race, that's cute. But no, you're like, oh, you're doing Bad Boys Club? Y'all are in my goddamn... I looked at the ratio from the views. I was like, oh, shit.
Ooh, okay.
I was like, not that folks was really living for... I had one of my exes who's now a Patreon member who's like, I have to watch your reactions. Because I sent him some clips and he was just like, oh, no, I have to watch it with you. I'm watching it with you. Because he said when he misses... people... My friends know you watch something with me, I'm gonna compensate. I'm gonna give noises. All that. That's normally why I watch my reactions by myself, because that way it's me allowing people to, have the floor. Greg _ this was the same conversation with Love and Hip Hop a couple years ago, but like the people choose to act that way. Exactly. Like, as much as I want to say, oh my God, act right, girl.
Oh, hi, Jiggly.
We have somebody who's legendary. Huh. Jiggly Caliente. We hope to see you at DragCon this year, poo-poo. We're going out to eat, by the way, sister, when I'm out in LA. We're going out to eat, okay? It's on me. It's on me. I owe you den. I owe you den for all the times you came on the panel, my sister. No shade. I always said I wish Drag Race had the Love and Hip Hop insurance so there would be some good ass whooping. All tea. All tea.
Bitch, I'm from Chicago.
I mean, honestly, if they ever get the insurance, I'll join for fucking sure. Because Lord knows, honey, you're not going to be clowning me in some corner and not get dragged up in that bitch. Oh, please. We be back on stage. What happened? Why is her wig all disheveled? I don't know, Rue. I don't know. Roll the tape. She walked up on me a little too quick. I couldn't help it. Boop, boop, boop.
Had to give her a good 2-piece.
Wait,
she was a little hungry.
Jiggly, did you forget on your season 4 that y'all did a wrestling challenge? Listen, I don't know what you want to call that. That was Madame LaQueer trying to figure out that ankle was going to keep on going, sister. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God, not the ankle.
This is the beginning of the injury show.
Oh, wow.
Over and over, over and over. This is the beginning of the injury show. We're not going to pay for the trip, but we'll give you some bandages that don't itch. I got Neosporin for that cut. Ooh, too deep. Doesn't matter. We're gonna slap it. Okay. Imagine the Farrah versus Gia with that intro.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what would have actually happened though? Like, because Farrah's a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star.
You don't love me.
It's someone had told me a story about Farrah a long time ago, and I'm going,
Oh,
keep that
gosh.
one to the chest, honey.
You gonna call me after this?
Yeah,
and
I
tell
sure
me?
am. 'Cause it was funny because it was like right after I met her, and some random person tells me this, like random. Oh, did you know such and such is here? Let me tell you something about that. He was all coked out, mind you, because we were at
Ooh.
it was a Hollywood party. I was at a Hollywood party. I was in the hills. That was the same party I met Lisa D'Amato from America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
We were in line to go to the bathroom when that happened. It was a gag. I'm with my boyfriend at the time. He's my ex now, but I was with my boyfriend at the time. Just spilled it. And I was like, because he's like, oh, but I know you're on YouTube, so don't talk about it.
You gotta say background before you give the information.
Mimi, be careful with that clap, baby, because you're killing your microphone. Just a tad bit. It's like it's killing me. But basically, he's like, yeah, I know what you do, so don't say anything. And it's like, sure, I won't. Which I never did, and I still won't. But like, I was like, say what? He was like, oh yeah, and you know how I know? Because my friend, I'm like, he needs to not be your friend no more.
Okay.
Because you are telling me all of this outside the bathroom in these white folks' house. I don't need to have it. And they were designers too. They were a lovely couple. But like, honestly, it was a beautiful house. July the 4th. I'll never forget it.
Wow.
What did Greg say? Tamisha would have swung her colostomy bag.
Oh my God.
And shit would have been everywhere.
Ugh. Oh no. Ostomy bag.
Shut up. It was not asked. So I think Tamisha's moved to Vegas because she's been there performing and working like literally for the longest now. I know Trinity K. Bonet has moved to Vegas because she's now in the residency. Some people, I think, have done like the sort of what's not the permanent stay out there for the residency right now, but I do know a lot of queens have found their way to Vegas recently. So if y'all are out there and you go to a show, you're probably going to see a lot more people than you thought you were going to see. Just saying.
Well, they opened up so early into, with the Panini still going on, so they had to go out there for work. Like that was really one of the few places that they could work.
It was also the start of a couple of girls who at first, when Vegas was really like dead when I was living out there, it just wasn't happening. But I remembered as I was leaving, way more people were coming in, and it made me feel very uncomfortable. Because it's like out of towners, and no one's vaccinated. These people ain't vaccinated. Just run around here. All that kind of stupid shit.
How are you?
Oh. Ooh, Mimi. Politics today. How are you feeling?
Oh my gosh. I really think that whatever little twink stopped servicing Lindsey Graham needs to go back to servicing Mr. Graham, because somebody woke up on the wrong side of the racist bed.
This woman is overqualified for this job at this point in time. I mean, there are people who are on the Supreme Court now that are underqualified.
Yeah.
And then some. You even put one up there recently that we will not name because why give them time?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, this Black woman with a name that is very easy to pronounce.
And everybody gets it wrong.
On purpose, I feel.
Uh-huh.
Katan G.
Not Katana.
Katan G.
Not Katija. Not
Katan G. K-E-Tan G. I'm so confused.
It's not that hard. It's easier than my name.
I literally sat and watched a whole video where they kept saying her name over and over again. And I was like, oh, it's Katanji.
Yeah.
Like syllables, enunciations, words. Y'all went to school. I thought y'all were educated. So Miss Graham got up there and tried to misquote Katanjini today. Okay. Try to over some da 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 da. I'm not going to name it. Okay.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
YouTube, right? But it had to do with the Kavanaugh situation in the cases when he was brought up to it, and of course how they really like handed it to him, and how hard it was, and how he was trying to make a case for them sticking it to her. But then he was trying to make it a point, like as if she wasn't hard on the issue. And
Would
then when
you like it if I brought something up to you right now that was just, would you like that? Would you like that? It's like, bro.
and then like it was the whole matter of her actually explaining the process, which she did it as if she was saying everything in crayon for an idiot.
Yeah.
The whole process of how it works so the judges can make their decisions at a fair and unbiased fashion based on the intent on which all the evidence is presented by the person in the actions that they do. How am I able to convey that after just watching this video not 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
How am I able to convey, Mimi? Do you hear me? I literally just watched that. How am I able to convey that so well, so quickly? Oh, I don't know, because she spoke every word out, enunciated with excellent fashion. Diction was excellent, and it was all in crayon so that an idiot can hear what she had to say. I think children at school can use that lesson that she gave today. It was embarrassing, but not surprising to see Lindsey Graham do what he did. And Ted Cruz, you're an embarrassment to Texas, period.
They're just
You literally left us all to fend for ourselves during a disaster that happened in Texas during that winter storm. And you went out to where? With your family?
Cancun. Leaving the dog behind.
And knew it was happening and knew what was going to go down and was quite aware of the situation. But you bought the tickets and you couldn't not go.
Yeah.
Victoria, do you think a baby is a race? Girl, it was
a mess.
It was a
Can
mess.
you define woman? And I love that she said no. Talk about, I'm not a biologist. No. No.
Oh my God. That was also a setup too.
Of course.
Define woman. Like, girl, you trying to get her with trans women. Don't play that bullshit.
Mhm.
I said they really are doing what they can. And whoever is their writers, don't ever audition for SNL. We don't need you, bitch. Okay, we don't need it. But it was all of that to say, and why I'm saying this and making this statement today. And of course, speaking as a Black man in reference for this, Black women be getting the really rough end of the stick here. And if y'all needed a good example of that today, there it was. That hearing with the GOP was absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
And again, it's not, I have nothing against anybody and their political beliefs, which be surprised about it. I got called the N-word because of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. But
I'm still here.
But it's just what is on the table that a lot of us have issues with. Like, I've been called an extreme liberal. I don't think I'm a liberal. I think I'm a liberal with moderate views. Okay.
You're relatively conservative, actually.
Thank you. Like, to be honest, like I have certain liberal agendas, like with the LGBTQIA plus community and with Black Americans. Absolutely. But when it comes to other things, I'm pretty like right on the line with stuff. And I understand why certain things need to exist and why other things need to not exist. A Libra. So when it came to her hearing in the way everything that was done, it's like y'all didn't give this much to that one and to that one, but then you're mad at us when we were asking the hard questions to people who were not qualified for the position that you were trying to put in place just so you can get a vote in for your own agenda. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get that we all need to have things that we want, but like, if you're taking away my rights, then I have an issue with this.
Yeah.
I'm always here for everybody living on a free plane and field or whatever we got to do. But when you come into my court and say, I can't get married or I can't have insurance with my man or I can't do this or adopt or do all that kind of shit, the things that any basic right that a human being can have. No.
Yeah, and it blows my mind sometimes when people act so flabbergasted about some concepts that are actually relatively simple. For example, there's like somebody that I follow, we follow each other on Twitter, like somebody that I met during the time that I was dabbling in crypto. And he's actually a pretty decent dude, Italian, again, kind of conservative, but whatever. And he retweets somebody railing against a statement that all genders get their period. It's not just women. And the person was like, "Oh, throw the planet to hell already," or something like that, right? Like the person that he was retweeting. And he was retweeting that like, "Oh, like yeah, like oh, laughing face." And I took a second and I responded, "My nephew is a trans man. He will get a period until he doesn't biologically anymore." Heart. And then he was like, "Fair enough." And I didn't cut him out. I didn't say he was a bigot. I didn't do any of that. I said, "This is my family. I can give you an example right here. Nice and simple." Boom.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm not even criticizing President Biden right now, but yes, I am. Okay. Okay.
Catch a breath. Hold on.
Because Lord knows I'm not about to sit here and go, wow, that's
yeah.
girl.
No.
But was it better than what I was dealing with? For me personally, I'm not speaking on behalf of the entirety of America.
Yeah.
For me, I was enjoying, looking at the news and not seeing somebody embarrass us in a certain particular way, like putting a small set of nuts on the table, okay? Instead, I get somebody who's a little passive. He's a bit passive for me. Like even now with the Ukraine situation, I really, really, really want more, but that's just me. And as an American, just speaking with a privilege of sitting back and watching, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking that there may have been more that would have been done. But as a Democrat, I'm saying this like, okay, I hear you all in the news saying that this is a hard time for Russia. It doesn't seem that way. It really don't. Every time I turn on the TV, a new city has been something. And it's making me nervous for the Ukrainian citizens that are out there, the Africans that are in Ukraine that need assistance as well. There's a lot that's at stake here. So yeah. And then also we lost some Americans already that were out there. So I'm like, okay, honey, what's going on? And I don't know what's happening in the background. I'm simply a person watching the news, reading what I can, trying to take as much information as possible. But I'm thinking to myself, haven't we jumped in for less in other places? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is very delicate. I think that there's a lot of back channel help happening. There's a lot of like, we're going to give this to this person who then will then give it to that person because we didn't really give it to them directly, because technically if we get involved, it will kick off World War III. Period.
Okay, that's what everyone else was talking about too. Like if America does jump into this and it's already a situation that's happening with NATO in reference for this happening, yeah, it's going to be a huge thing. And sanctions have already been put out there. I mean, that's doing what it's doing, but it hasn't stopped, what's happening that is happening. Yeah. And you also have our good girl Brittany out there, WNBA player, in prison in Russia. Honestly, I'm a little bit mad at her for even having that shit in her fucking bag in the first place. But she's been out there playing basketball. A lot of American citizens are in different countries playing the sport that they love because these NBA teams are not accepting them and they have to make a living doing something that they're very good at. So, it is very telling. Will we ever see her again? Is that going to be something to where Brittany Griner is never going to be shown up? We're like, what are we going to do about that? They're also bringing up the hypocrisy over how a certain white swimmer was given sort of a leeway into certain stuff or given a pass, but with it being a black lesbian woman.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't get the Otto treatment. You know, Otto when he went to North Korea.
It's a lot. It's a lot in this situation here. Again, I'm just a person who's watching this go down. I'm trying to
It's hard.
stay informed on what's taking place so that way I'm not caught off guard, as well as I'm be able to speak on certain things that happen, or at least give an opinion that is weighted in some sort of sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the other thing I would say about that, and this is not just to you, this is to everybody that's listening, vet your sources of information, because right now propaganda is just as strong of a weapon as the nuclear arsenal is, if not stronger. And propaganda comes in all forms. So really, really, really vet your news sources that you're getting your information on when it comes to conflict like this, because you could be, by retweeting something, you could be propagating propaganda.
And that happened a lot, especially with stuff that was happening over in Israel. They were showing all these footages of these missiles going off, and people were actually having to verify. That was like 5 years ago. There was a whole video shown of some man, a bomb going off, and they ended up finding out that was also a very old video that people were showing. Same thing is happening over in Russia. If you don't know about it, they're basically making it seem like Ukraine is evil.
Yeah.
It's like, what? And again, check your sources, be aware of who is providing you that media information. There are some people on Twitter that have actually posted grids and graphs telling you who is going to give you legit information and what's more opinionated and what's more speculative information. So there is a lot of speculative information that's out there that's being used as actual factual information. It's just speculation. So look at us going to school. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, tread lightly and stay informed. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I really got so sadly into cooking and baking and all these things, because I'm like, shit, I gotta up my life skills, because who knows where this planet is gonna end up in however many years if things keep going crazy. But that was also after watching Station 11, and it just really got me into post-apocalyptic kind of mind frame.
We never know what is going to happen or what's going to go on in this world unless you're of the super, 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 super powerful and rich, since they're quite aware of everything that's happening. And I do believe in that.
Yeah.
This is a delicate subject. I know of course, our show is for entertainment purposes only, but also we do talk about things that are happening in real life, just to be aware that we are existing on this planet in real life. Okay.
Yes.
So, again, I already know that for what it's worth, Joe is doing the best that he can do at this time, as far as not bringing in an entire nation into this war after we've already had issues with being in a bunch of other things that we didn't need to be involved in. And, trying and then trying to rebuild relationships with other countries that were sort of harmed.
That's a good way to put it.
In a previous,
and the other thing too is that we're kind of dealing with a madman. The dude over there is just
honey, I don't got nothing to say on that man. Okay, other than
Woo-cha. Yeah, I think COVID did a number on him.
I think he needs Activia. I think he's constipated. I think that's really the issue. He needs a good poop. What have I been thinking? Oh my god! I did this. Oh my god! I will never not have this peach Activia in my refrigerator again. I'm telling you, clean out your bowels, y'all. It will help your brain mentality. I'm telling you. Let's see here. I see here. I appreciate these lives. I feel like I get to see a slightly different side of you outside of Drag Race content. It's funny because I had another friend of mine asking me to do more non-Drag Race content, because it's like, Matt, you have opinions on multiple things. Why just Drag Race? I'm like, they're paying my bills. And until another show starts paying my bills, we'll be there until another show starts paying my bills.
I know that's right.
Or better yet, someone gives me a show to start paying my bills.
I know that's right.
Hello, my name is Matty Rants. I am available. Book MattyRants@gmail.com. This is my EA over here. Hi, Mimi. Say hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Stop playing with me. First of all, I had a whole ad today that my friend Sarah, Bleeker.
But I couldn't hear it. I opened
I
it up and I
know.
couldn't hear it.
She didn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know. And I didn't either. I just retweeted like whatever. But I was
And, Maddie, I was going crazy. I pulled up my phone. I was different things. I'm like, is something wrong with my computer?
Everybody was saying that. They were like, girl, we were all thinking it was our phones. And I was like, I walked in, I was like, oh, hello. If you're watching this commercial, you might be sitting there going, why isn't this leaving me? And why isn't it falling out? Well, I'll tell you why, because you haven't activated it. Hi, I'm Matty Rants, and this is for Activia. My goodness, it's been a rough day, hasn't it? Stuck there with nothing to do, can't seem to move. It? Well, I'll tell you what can push it out. It's Activia.
Oh my God.
Check it out in all these different flavors, even prune for the girls who like a little extra swish.
Ew. Ew. Sorry. Ew.
I'm really good at making just lots of puns with your boy.
Oh
here.
my God.
Lots of puns and
Oh my God.
windows. I'm just saying, like, have mercy, God. Oh, is that headache really killing? Oh, I got it. Jamie, thank you, Miss Curtis. I'll take it from here.
Oh.
She's like, what's happening? Me. Hi. Lactose intolerant? You know that ice cream wasn't for you. Activia with millions of probiotic enzymes in there. It's going to break down all that stuff. And once it leaves your body, I'll tell you this, go running, sis, a full mile.
No, my favorite part was I got this, Jamie.
I know Halloween kills, but Activia treats. Speaking of Activia, now in its new flavor, bubblegum. Because why not?
Cameron, if you rewind, you'll see us talking about it earlier. You can just rewind the video.
Oh yeah, totally rewind, Cameron. We had a full segment talking about our favorite new Supreme Court judge that will be up there where they're supposed to be, because Teddy Lynn Cruz, Miss Lindsey Graham cracker bullshit of a but there are graham crackers. I didn't call them one. Ha ha! You sensitive souls out there.
You poor unfortunate soul.
Have a seat, Jamie. I know Halloween kills, but Activia just pushes through.
That's good. Yeah. That is good.
Have a seat. Michael ain't coming for you this time, but your commode will. Okay, listen.
Oh my God.
Better yet, do what I do. Right before you go to sleep at night, have yourself a little Activia. By the time you wake up in the morning, whoa, boom, your whole day will start from there. You won't even need coffee. Okay. Matty, do you act? I think you should definitely be out there showing your stuff. I do, but I haven't, through my own admission of being very afraid of rejection, as I've gotten a lot of no's. I haven't sent out any auditions lately, but I would like to step back into it, because God knows I would like to be acting right now, because you see, if I can create a scenario in my head in a split second, I just asked these. That's why I'm like, God, I know you're working. I know you're working. I know you're working. We're almost there. That's why I'm still looking young right now.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Okay, but I'm just... Listen. Okay. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. So back into this here. DragCon is going to be a hoot. The panel will be having a 2-hour time frame on Sunday to be at a booth. It'll be at Bible Girl's booth. I'm working out more details with her. We're also going to have some special panel merch at DragCon. So if you are going there, you will have a special meet and greet time for the panel. Mimi is also going to be there as well. How to get that out? Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a little light. I didn't want that. Wasn't no brown. It was a little light. It was a little.
Somebody had to come up and say hi.
Yeah, very that. And then what else is there? We talked about Catan G. Okay,
Miss Brown.
Okay, and how though the dementors of the GOP were trying to get her together.
Not Dementors.
But she had the perfect spell, expecto patronus, because she already knew what was up.
Okay.
Okay. We also talked about Jocelyn Hernandez and Musty Ballistic. Mallistic. There we go. Mustistic. Yeah, there we go.
That sounds like a disease.
Mustistic. I mean, so does ballistic, but there you go. Okay. And how she is going to be in some trouble here after assaulting one of her castmates, as well as her husband, for assaulting a castmate on her show, Jocelyn's Cabaret,
My God.
during the reunion. And if they don't show that shit, I'm definitely canceling my Zoo subscription, because, like, we need to see it, because that's going to court, because Mama is suing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about currently what's our thoughts on what's happening in Ukraine at this time, sending our love and our prayers and our thoughts to anybody who has been affected by this, who has family out there, who is close by, anyone who is a sheltering neighboring country that's assisting. We send our love to you and hope we want this all to be completely just gone, because this is ridiculous. I talked about this recently. I don't really have a lot to say on it, Maurice, other than it looks amazing. I am a huge Harry Potter fan, even after the whole JK disgusting Rowling thoughts and opinion situation. While she has every right to say what she wants to say, not everything that is said is great or good. So, or facts from her, like, at all. Anywho, I think it looks cool, but I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I can't think about it. I'm not buying a PlayStation 4 after it's been out for over a decade. I think even longer than that. There is no way in hell I am buying another PlayStation 4. I need a PlayStation 5. If I'm going to talk about this game, I need a system I can play it on. It's not going to be on the Switch. So I love y'all down, but I don't have. When I get that 5, we can talk about all 5 games you want, all them PS5 games. Bitch, y'all talk to me about some Nintendo stuff. I can't think about something I can't afford. Well, I can't. Well, I can buy it. I can afford it, but I also like to. I'm trying to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shit. No, I haven't seen that trailer. Is the panel merch exclusive for DragCon only? So, Victoria L., it will not be exclusive for DragCon only. I am going to be working out details with Miss Bible Girl about possibly having it available on the Drag Queen merch store that is available for y'all to consume and purchase a lot of Drag Queen merch at. As you know, Bible Girl is the CEO of that company, so I am working with her directly in reference to that. So it's possible, but she watches these live, so that may be going into our next conversation about that question. So there you go. You can't cancel because we need the Bad Boys reviews. Well, I do those on Scotty's channel, so I do the Bad Boys reactions for Patreon, but for Scotty's channel, I do the reviews because I don't want anybody bringing their, Matty, this is too much. You don't have to watch this. Like, stop telling me stuff that really you don't have to deal with, like, at all. I am not your robot. Thank you, Bianca. Who is this? Hold on. Let me see here. Somebody took one of my pictures on Instagram and did not credit me for this picture. And so now people have been coming in the comment section, tagging me. Matty is the one that did this, da 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 da. So there you go. It's very annoying when that shit happens. I now understand why my photographer friend gets so upset when people don't tag him in his work. Like, my photographer friend made the edit. I'm the one that put Magica next to it and did the whole cut. So you give me credit for that. Like, that was my little gig. And on top of it, you watched the panel and took the picture and did that, because I didn't post that on social media. But you're not following me. Ain't that something? Like,
I know
there's no shade, baby. Like, you just tag a bitch. Just tag it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd be amazed.
I was up at 9 a.m. with my friend doing all that shit, making those posts and clips and all that stuff together. That's bullshit. So yeah, like, I ain't asking y'all to go over there and get her or gather her. Just know that if you see it, call it like it is and move on from it. Because I saw it and I was like, wow. Yeah. I watched the Scotty review. Jamar was much more talkative. Well, when no one's over talking,
Wow. I'm gonna die now. I'm gonna exit stage left now.
I was afraid I was doing too much during that review because I was going in. I was going in. Like, not how, like, I've been very tame and very, like, cheeky on my channel lately, but I was doing, like, old school Matty shit on Scotty's channel. I was like, okay, we can talk about reading. We're talking about reading. Okay, we're gonna talk about reading.
Let's put on my glasses.
I said, Andrew Caldwell looking like Blinky from Arthur. 3 teeth and a scoop of ice cream looking bitch. I can't. I say old mutton chops face. Let's see here. Hey, Matty, the next time you're on your Switch, check your friend requests. Let me just go get it now. How about that? How about that? How about that? Field trip, field trip.
Field trip, field trip.
So I don't know the words of the song, but I'll just
Field trip, field trip.
Yay!
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Yep. We're walking through the woods. On and on we push into the thick of it. But we can't see where we're going.
Oh, y'all are stupid. Okay, let's see here. It's me dancing with the computer. Terrible. Okay. I kind of like just the blue, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna put my light back up. I kind of like just the bluey feel right now.
Blue's nice.
It's giving me very telepathy. What y'all know about that lady? You know, I'm just a mile away. All these voices in the back.
That's such a good album. Oh, such a good album.
I love her so much.
Callie.
Oh, that voice is butter.
Everything. Everything.
I just like hearing that telepathy. I'm like not even knowing a lick of Spanish over there. More about that. Yeah, I'm just blah 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 blah. I be just mumbling like
you're all senorita, senorita.
Yeah, senorita. Shut up. Okay, I'm pulling it up now, y'all. Give it a second here. I'm pulling it up now because I forgot that I fell asleep while playing this, and I've been time traveling because I'm starting to redo my island again because I saw Lex Play's video. She's a YouTuber. Oh, every time I watch her videos, I'm inspired again, and I have to redo everything. And this is taking so long. Animal Crossing. What is the team? Oh my gosh, Matty looks like blue light with the left side. He looks good in blue light. Thank you. Thank you. What's going
flattering.
on?
Oh. It's flattering.
There she go. Hurry up, girl. What time is it?
The switch.
Who did I move? Who did I move? Oh, the bear. Judy. The bear with that's pink and blue. Yeah.
You're good, Judy.
That's why I got her, right? I ended up buying all the amiibo cards. I had money, maybe. I was like, okay. I was like, how much is it to get like every villager? It was like $80. I was like, so I don't have to like look for them all over again. Because I got tired of it. Like, let me go hop to this island. Nope, not there. Okay, leave. Hop to this island. Nope, not there. Oh, let's leave. And then I'm out of Nook Miles and some ugly motherfucker sits in my island. No.
I'm just mad at the bait and switch that Mario Kart DLC pulled on us. I am so
you want to talk about that? Because I have things to say.
Because, okay, I bought it, right? And I was playing it, and then I posted a couple of videos, and my friend Rudy was like, oh, Mario Kart. I was like, oh, let me tell you about the pageantry that they've pulled on us. They gave us 2 courses, and the rest are locked up till next year.
So that's why I was pissed, because while I'm happy that they finally updated a game that's also almost a decade, if not a decade old, from a completely different system that it was that was ported over to, you then bring over the mobile app tracks on top of old tracks that people found to be favorites, but you only do 2 courses with 8 tracks together. And now we have to wait until next year? Girl, I was evil.
I said, does that say 2023? Am I drunk? Like,
I was
what
like,
is
so
happening?
Nintendo is Capcom, and this is them now just taking everyone's money for the loop just for no apparent reason.
God.
Because everyone's buying this old ass game again, even though they're working on a Mario Kart 9. Also, another Smash Brothers has already been. The guy who said he was going to take a break has literally already said, "I'm about to make another game."
My
I was like, "This was 6 months. Are you good?" Like that's. It takes you a long time, brother.
my God. I was so mad.
So it's not locked up till December 2023.
It just says
December 2022.
2023.
Yeah, that's when the last one's going to be released. So the second wave is going to happen in winter, December 2022. Then the next one after that will be the summer. It's coming in 2s. Because I looked at the article recently and I was reading about it, like it's coming in 2s. Oh God, girl. Like y'all could have just done the whole thing and then we've been fine. Because now, and also too, just to be aware, if you played online for online racing, because I tried this, those courses, they may not pop up like you think they're going to pop up because they haven't updated it quite like they need to yet.
That's hilarious.
It took 27 races to get to just one of the new courses.
Oh my God.
And people were looking for them. I was a part of one of those little Nintendo chats. And they're like, where is the Tokyo place? Where is the Tokyo Drift? Never popped up until like 27 races later. It was like, Jesus. So
Nintendo needs to come outside. Don't be scared. We ain't going to beat you up.
I appreciate you allowing me to update my new icon for my friend bit here. Who do I have now? I have Lolly.
Oh.
Look at how many hours of Animal Crossing.
Oh my God.
It was 1,000 last year. Now it's just at 710.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
given it some time. Where is this at? Okay, Pokemon Arceus is 120.
Oh my gosh.
Smash Brothers is 215 for obvious reasons. But Mario Kart, as you can see, it was 20. Girl, I get so upset. It's like,
I was mad.
Oh, wait, don't start that Star 4 up.
And then I bought the yoga game and it's so janky. It's so janky. I set it up to do a sequence, right? I was like, okay, I want to do like a 10-minute like meditative sequence. Why did this little avatar, it would have me get down on the ground, do a sequence, the little avatar be like, stand up, only to like sit back down again. And what are you doing? I stayed for a while. I was like, you stupid little avatar. All you're going to do is stand up and sit down again. It's so bad.
I can't. Is that the Ring Fit or is that
no, the yoga? The Ring Fit is great. I love the Ring Fit. It's because I've been having so much fun with the Ring Fit that I got the yoga one. But
I don't know why I haven't bought it yet. I always pass it by and I'm like, I need something to work out now before DragCon so no one sees me out of shape. But it's like I keep passing it by like I'm gonna get you soon. Soon I will.
Good. It's so good.
Jamie. Okay. But yeah. So can we talk about bad movies I've seen recently?
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. Don't do it.
Okay, good. Saved me however many hours.
There is a scene where he cuts the chainsaw into the sewage system pipe.
What?
That's enough. That's enough. She's like under the house trying to like avoid him, and it's like, and he cuts through the pipe, and I do mean soft serve, and I was like, why? And all you see her do is, and I'm like, your mouth is open, my dear. Like, why would you be screaming at this time? I'd be in complete silence, like. Don't move. Don't allow it to get into any pores. Just stand still. And then what was crazy is in the next scene, she's like almost clean.
Oh my God. Makes no sense.
So Victoria, you saw it, right? Like all of a sudden they're out the house and they're running and now she's like clean. I was like, baby, whatever they did for the last 7 months just came out on top of her. And now she's clean. It was absolutely gross. But the whole movie itself was just gross. Like there were only scenes to be like disturbed at how violent they were, but nothing was scary. Nothing was like gruesome. Black people died early. It was very much that kind of movie for me. There's a scene of them in the party bus. Everyone dies in the bus because everyone's an idiot. They take out their phone when he gets on the bus, like, ooh, look at this scary guy. So then someone gets stabbed by the chainsaw. I kid you not. And then everyone's like trying to get the windows, help, help. And all he's doing is this. Meow, meow.
Not the lightsaber sound.
It was really bad. Like, so the movie, the premise is that I guess this happened years after the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So it was sort of like a tourist attraction, but not really. So it's like these, you know how the new kids are. I'm gonna find an old abandoned town, change up the town, make it its own little thing. Very that gentrification.
Cottage
core. Right. So it's the college kids are up there with their business degrees trying to like make something happen. So they get to the town and they buy the house from the person, of course, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that kind of mess, right? So the lady apparently still had the deed to the house and the guy didn't have the full paperwork like he said he did. And so she had cleared it up, but they never got the response back that she cleared it up and they had to go through some more stuff. So they kicked her out of her house. She ends up dying on the way to the hospital because she has some sort of like palpitation issue, like she starts to throw up and whatever. And her son, who is the man with the mask and the face and all that, he's
Mr. Chainsaw himself.
Yeah, he's there with her, whatever. You know, he's a little strange. You know, at first he's not touching nobody, but he's just a little strange. So she tells him in at her last dying breath, please don't let them go through my room. Dies. He gets upset. Boom.
Not dies.
Yeah, like no, I'm serious. Like,
but it's just the way that you paint it. Don't let them get into my room. Dead.
That was it. Don't let them go in my room. Kaplat. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's it for her. And so, you know, he's lost it now and kills the guy in the back. And of course, that causes like the car to stop or whatever, killing the man in the front with the hammer. This dumb lady in the front gets, you know, the machine. Help, help. Oh no, you moved too quickly. Now you gotta go.
Oh my God.
He cuts off his mother's face. And that's how he gets the leather face. Yeah, it was really weird. And I was like, hold on, Victoria L. He's telling you exactly how it yes. I kid you not with Hey John Nell. Welcome, baby. Like, this is the Netflix version of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's several Texas Chainsaw Massacres that come out, including the originals, redos, all that. The one with Trey Songz is pretty shit. All that kind of crap, right?
Not pretty shit.
This is like the newest one to come out. And it was just stupid. So some bushy eyebrowed, not attractive, but somewhat quirky, cool looking girl is our main protagonist here, along with her bitch sister. I am really giving you their characters. Victoria, am I no, I know it, but am I lying here? Like, that is how you would describe them. My bitch sister and this bushy browed, not attractive, but somewhat attractive, but sort of like overly wound girl are the main protagonist here, along with some black dude who enjoys white women.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Okay. It's just what it was. I'll be right back. Okay, baby. I was like, she's not coming back. Do you know that's a whole horror movie trope where if someone goes, I'll be right back,
they're not coming
they're
back.
never coming back. So just FYI for the girls that know Scream.
I was going to say the latest Scream movie was good.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
So I will be watching that later, probably today. But yeah, so that's how the first one died because she's like, I'll be right back. That's how she got killed. Whatever. The black dude not having all the stuff together, the way he died was just kind of lame, actually. They cut his face.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's it.
Like
he took the knife and like sliced him so that half his face was just open. So he passes out, but then wakes back up and starts walking down the street
with his face cut open,
tongue all out, you know, just all that kind of dumb shit, right? And so the lady who is there with the college people to invest in the town sees it.
Oh my God.
This is me with the umbrella. Hold on, I'm doing the umbrella. Hear the sounds. This is her running. Gets back on the bus, sits down, The girl who's the bitch. What happened? Her response just stares back again. Whoa, what's going on? Nothing. Everything's fine. You just saw some man's face be torn off and just left him there to die. So here's the thing. There's another guy who has been in the town who's like the local guy who is sort of like rough on the edges and a little bit of a bastard. So he sees him too because he gave that guy so much gruff. So now it's like, oh shit, the guy's dead. So that dude in the house actually acted up. He automatically knows what to do. Like, it was so stupid. It was so dumb. Oh my God. Oh, so here's him now, Mimi. This is him now. All right, you guys. Here's a gun. All of a sudden, there's a gun. I'll take care of it. What is happening? How does he know how does he know what's happening? The Keebler. Now you hear with this. The keys to the bus are in the guy who literally just clocked his gun to say he was going to go take care of the situation. He has the keys for the bus for them to leave. The person who was there with him, who just ran on the bus, did not get the keys at that time when he knows that lady is on the bus. Dumbest movie ever, okay?
It's like the last Halloween movie when the mob thinks that they're going to get him and he kills the entire mob.
Right. And so what makes this even worse, it just gets worse, maybe. It just gets worse. So he goes in the house to like confront this murderer. Okay. All right. With his gun and his wills and morals. I had the privilege to be this white man to walk into this house with this gun for someone who just ripped someone's face off. I would never. So, mind you, curly hair, big brows, not too cute, is sitting under the bed because she's been there for a minute. Maybe she's all that dumb stuff, right? So he gets in there and he confronts the guy. They have a tussle. He thinks he can overpower him. Girl, nah, takes the chainsaw and literally goes through him. But when he hits the ground, he's still alive.
Oh, God.
Pulls out the keys to give it to her. I'm like, he's right there. Why would you do that right there? Hold up, girl. This is where this was the grossest scene. Even with that poop coming out, this is the grossest scene.
Stop.
Takes a hammer and they show him every single time beating his head. So Midsummer, for the girls who remember Midsummer, that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that, but they kept showing it like over and over. And then they showed the face like just sitting there, and it's like, oh my God, like
the cliff scene, you mean?
Yes, it's that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. No, no. The keys. Actually, no, this is where it gets really funny. This is where it gets really funny. I'm sorry. Didn't they like pull over or something to let the man on the bus? Like, yes, it was that kind. It was yes, Mimi, yes. Like, okay. So she gets the keys finally after taking like 30 minutes just to get out of the house, and of course, even worse. No, that wasn't him. That was the lady. Okay, no, I'm gonna get you there, Cube. That was the lady. Because there's this woman who's supposed to be from the original movie that was there, who had the keys to the car. Oh, that's right. He did have his own car too. Ooh, Tooties. Tooties. He had the keys to the car. He had the keys to the bus. He had all their oh shit. Now that I'm really thinking about it. He had them all there. So he killed all those people, basically. So he dies. She gets the keys. She has to now run away from this man. This lady is still on the bus, not telling the people what's going on. The bitch sister now gets off the bus. My sister! Mimi, like, you just saw this man's face ripped open and now you're yelling at your sister. Apparently, the sister survived a school shooting.
Okay.
That has now integrated itself into the story. Every time she sees someone of death, she remembers herself on the ground, laying there pretending to be dead.
Oh God.
Yo, like this, like the movie is too much. It's trying to intertwine this story of Leatherface as well as this traumatic tale of why the sister is such a bitch and why her other sister with the bushy eyebrows wants to protect her and why these other people are there for no reason at all. So like a pole goes through her thigh. For some reason, no, Keebler, but no, even though the pole went through her thigh, she's able to fully get the fuck up and jump on this man to save her sister from drowning. It was the dumbest movie ever. I put this on God. It was the dumbest. And what made it even worse for me as I was skimming through it, because you know, certain parts in movies, have you ever just started to fast forward? Like, okay,
yes,
come on, y'all. Like, this is stupid.
Yes.
Girl, we get to the end of the movie. They're leaving. Just the sister and the other sister with like some other people who I guess were getting out or whatever. Like it was a lot. But he grabs her, the bushy browed, not attractive, curly Sue, Alana Glazer, if Alana wasn't pretty. Lady, no shade to the actress. I'm just saying they didn't do you no justice with your clothes, your looks, or nothing. They're just like, make her just oof. So grabs her by her hair and chops her head off and holds it up for her sister to see. And that's the end of the movie. Absolutely stupid.
Yeah, watch Scream and cleanse yourself.
Oh, I heard Blake was like, it's really good. I was like, really? He said, yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's
so good.
I need it because I was just like, I like horror movies. I just don't like ones that are absolutely nonsensical to where whatever the person who is trying to escape is doing, they're doing everything wrong. And
Halloween was horrible.
I thought Kyle Richards was going to be murdered and I want my money back.
Oh, I'm telling you, that mob scene was so ridiculous.
That was the dumbest thing on the planet when they're just sitting there and they gather around him like, we got you, Michael. This is how it's going to go down. And then all of a sudden he gets up and
stab.
What? It made no sense. None. And I liked it at first. I was into the movie until that scene. It was just like, now Miss Mama.
That's another thing. When I watched Scream with my friend Rudy, and through the movie, I just started going stab. So now I just randomly say stab. So now you know why. Stab.
I can't wait to see this new Jordan Peele movie.
Oh my God, yes.
No, because that's the kind of horror I'm looking for. Please make me like get into a cerebral thought of like, what the fuck is going on here? Because that was the part that made me mad. Like, y'all just survived a crazy man with a chainsaw. Why are y'all just cruising out the town all slow in the fast ass car? Right. Like, I'm talking about me like, boom, 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 boom. Yes, like I just want to look back and see everything. Huh? God, it was dumb. Have you seen Hush? That was one of my favorite films. Is that the one where the lady is deaf?
I think so. Yeah, it's so good.
That was nerve-wracking.
That one freaked me out.
Nerve-wracking. I was really upset because it's like
yeah, that had my blood pressure up.
She was handling it though for what it's worth, like for what it's worth. But it just, especially when they would take all the volume out of the scene. I hated that. Better yet, we'll do Bird Box. Girl, boy, girl.
Haunting of Hill House was everything. That was
which
so good.
One though?
Well, so Haunting of Hill House, if I'm not mistaken, is the one with the siblings. That it's like the whole siblings storyline, and something happens to the younger sister, and then it's all about how the siblings relate to what happened to the younger sister.
Was that the first one or the second one?
I think it's the second one.
I did not like the second one, where it was like more of a love thing about.
Then the first one. The first one
was good.
With the siblings,
when they had the different rooms and they were going to it, and it was like, oh shit, oh that was crazy. Yeah. Now that was great.
Yeah.
Was great.
Yeah.
But the second one, I was not. I was bored.
Yeah,
Now,
the one with the love interest, that was a little too much.
I did love the Catherine Zeta-Jones and Frances McDermott and I forget who else was in that movie. That Haunting on Hill House movie that came out a long time ago. That was one of my favorites as a kid. But yeah, no, it's the first one. The second one is Blind Man. Okay, so I was right. So I was right. So we were right. You were right about the siblings. The second one was Blind Manor. Yeah, I couldn't do the second one. I was like, eh.
Yeah, it was too much.
I want to be spooked. Oh, the
Ooh,
first
the
one was
other one-
scary when the feet were floating in the bed. The person
Oh
was
my
underneath
God,
the bed,
yes.
and the man was just floating. And
Yes.
you heard the cane though, so it was like, what the
Yes.
fuck? Oh, that was scary. I was like, ah!
The other one that was good, Behind Her Eyes.
I think I've seen that one too. Yeah.
That's the one with like there's like a wife, and like you think you can't tell if like the husband's being abusive, but then something's funky about the wife. That one's
Let me
really
see
good.
here.
I don't want to give it
Behind Her
away.
Eyes. Oh yeah.
That one was really good.
Yeah.
And that
I remember
twist
that.
was so good. That was very unexpected.
So I was really interested in seeing the lady across the street from such and such and such and
Oh
such.
my God.
But when we were at the nail shop and I was getting my nails done before that trip I had to take to Atlanta, some BI sitting right there
told you what
told
happened.
the entire fucking movie. And it was like, we couldn't even avoid it. I knew everything that was going to happen. So I don't know if I want to watch it, even though it sounded
It's so
great.
campy. It's worth
Mhm.
watching. If anything, for the payoff of that final scene, because it's kind of fun to see what happens in the end.
Mhm. OMG, Maddie, I'm late, but are you only 300 subs away from 20K? Let me check my productivity YouTube studio. Someone unsubscribed because we went live, Mimi. Gasp! Weirdos. We are at 12. I'm sorry, not 12. We're at 19,706. So we're a little less than 300 away from having a 20,000 subscriber count.
And
So,
I need 11 so that I can do a custom URL.
see, there you go.
I just need 11.
Now I'm taking notes. Gonna watch all these movies. Thanks, Joel. I do like the Insidious franchise, but not after. I'm not sure. Was there a third one? I think I didn't like the third one. I like the first two. I thought were good. I don't know if I really cared for the other ones as much. Favorite American Horror
that's a
Story
good question.
season?
For me, it's Coven.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely Coven.
I liked Apocalypse too.
I did not. I was really mad at the absurdity of what we went through the first half of it. It was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I think Roanoke was one of my favorite ones.
Roanoke was really good.
It was just that twist for me, and I was like, I'm sorry. What? Because I thought they were gonna do like an actual documentary style, but it was really like a documentary of the mockery.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Murder House is classic for
Hotel
sure.
was campy for me. It's not one of my favorites. There were moments I liked. I was only really in love with Hotel for Liz. Yeah, for
I was here for
what's his
Gaga.
name here?
I liked Gaga in Hotel.
I don't want to speak on the gays' favorite, so I'm just gonna keep it there.
Oh my gosh, y'all. There was one time I called Matty and I was like, do I lose my gay card because I don't like the Chromatica remix album?
And I was like, no,
Said
Mimi.
no.
No, Mimi. You do
No,
not.
you don't.
That was not great.
It was not.
It had maybe 2 bops on there, and
Oh
everything
my
else
God,
sounded
it's
like a bunch
so
of
bad.
it sounded like acid tripping music. It was just like, what is I wouldn't be able to listen to this unless I was incoherent. Like, no shade. It just
I don't even do these kinds of drugs.
so much synth. It was just like synth out. It was Cynthia kissed out. It was just very that. Very offbeat, very Kendall Gender, just very that.
Kendall Gender.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I am not really looking forward to the next American Horror Story, just being honest with you, because this last one was kind of It
What was
was
the last
going
one?
somewhere. It was the double feature, and it was like they had the
Oh.
not vampires.
That went so left so quick.
It was kind of interesting at first, and then it got
It
to
went left.
It just got very stupid.
It felt like 3 different groups of writers wrote that.
As normally that happens, yeah.
And
It's
not
like
together, like
not at all. Like we did this on different planets.
yeah.
Let's see here. Look, Liam even agrees. I do not like the Chromatica remix.
So bad.
My favorite horror movies are Sinister, Conjuring, and Hush. Sinister was interesting. That was the one with Ethan Hawke, and it was the projector, and it would show these families like and how they were being murdered,
Ooh, I
and all
haven't
of a
seen
sudden,
it.
you haven't seen.
No.
Enjoy.
Okay.
She's a bit of a trip. That one's you have to pay attention to because it
I
starts
like
to
that.
play with your mind a little bit, and then when it gets to what's going on, you're like, oh shit! Sequel, first one, sequel was pretty good.
Conjuring, is that the one where they're like the ghost hunters?
Yes, and that's based off of the real stories that have happened with Ed and
But weren't they supposedly scammers?
They supposedly they were scammers. Like some people were saying, but remind yourself that some people had real experiences.
Of course.
Other people could have felt like, oh, they didn't actually help me out, right?
Yeah.
The thing about that is that what's the word I'm looking for here? Because of what I have been through in my religious journey as a Seventh-day Adventist and the things that I have seen in terms of spirit possession,
Yeah.
I don't knock any of that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, I have seen some very disturbing things in my life.
Yeah.
So when I hear
the exorcism of Emily Rose, that one was a trip.
See, that one didn't get me like everybody else did. Because like the original Exorcist is the one that spooked me the most. Like the fact when she turned off the lights and you saw that face sitting in the corner. What? I screamed so loud when I was in the movie theater, like, because I never saw when I was a kid, I saw the original on TV and that did enough damage to me. When I got to be I think I was maybe 14, 15, Woodlands, Texas, Tinseltown, right over there in the Woodlands. And I went and saw it with a friend of mine because it had a special feature because it was like the 20th or 30th anniversary, something like that. And it was with the director's cut. That director's cut. I wish I never saw because it included so many different things that were not in the original that I was not prepared to witness. Like, especially this particular scene of her coming down the stairs and the way her head was moving. They didn't show that fully in the movie the original time. They showed it like in full detail here. But it was still the scene of her up in that attic with that candle. And then it just, that gets me every time. It's like, oh no! Oh no! Oh my God. But yeah, also, I don't play with stuff like that. I don't play with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I howl. I'm very loud. I scream. It follows. Oh, there was one part my friends will tell you I screamed so loud because it came out of nowhere. It was like the scene where she just opens the door and she's like, nothing's there. And all of a sudden this big man pops up. I was like, oh my God.
Blair Witch. I saw Blair Witch in the movie theater. That one fucked me up a little bit.
That fucked me up too. It was especially because it just seemed a little too realistic.
A little too real. Just a little too real.
Here's me. I'm not going in that goddamn house, bitch.
When
I ain't going there.
And something so simple. Just a man standing in the corner would be so scary.
We're now lost in the woods. Hell no. Hell no.
That upshot of the snotty nose.
Baby, first of all, I didn't hear not one person saying the Lord's Prayer. I said, so that's why that happened to you as my Christian ass. That's why that happened to y'all. Where is my Father who art in heaven? Hallowed be thy name. Where is call on them. Call on them. Because clearly you out here and nobody is answering me because the Lord was not me. Okay. Get Out or Us.
Get Out.
For me, I like Get Out because that was the original that started the whole Jordan Peele moment, but I prefer Us for the fuckery it did with my head and how it made me really think a lot about what's going on and what that movie was trying to convey with the term of that doppelganger and like the fact that all of everything that was happening down there was just completely insane. Like Get Out to me was like a love letter to Black people for horror films, because it's like we needed this. We did. But Us, I was very impressed. I was
that was
very
really good.
impressed with Us. Yeah. I like
And they
movies that
acted the
sometimes-
shit out of that movie.
Oh yeah, like I think that Lupita should have got a little bit more time for that. But for me, I preferred Us. I like movies that sometimes don't give you the answers immediately. I like movies that make me have to rewatch it over and over again to develop new theories and have different discussions. I don't want an answer at the end of the movie sometimes. I want it to be just, we're done? Now I'm thinking. Now I'm like, okay, what about this? What about that? What about, And so then you ask for the story to be told again. It's like, yeah. Very that. Oh, let's see here. I'm loving that y'all are enjoying this conversation today in reference for a Fortunate Rant. As you see, we've talked about DragCon, the do's, the don'ts, the whats. We talked about Jocelyn, big-headed ass, and Mustistic, who is ballistic but musty, so I'm calling him Mustistic. Not to be confused with Masika.
Or Mastatic.
Mistake. Okay.
Ooh, damn.
And their legal troubles that they'll be facing. We also talked about Ketanji G. Supreme Court, new baby over there, having to deal with a bunch of crazy people asking her dumb questions because they feel it's only fair. And now we're just having a conversation about movies. Child's Play 2 is my favorite. The school scene in particular. You've been very naughty, Mrs. Winkler. I was like, oh my God, he's about to kill the teacher with a ruler at that.
Oh my God.
It was great. It was quite great. Okay. What's up, Michael versus Miguel? Belligerent. Loving it. A mood booster for sure. I've had a migraine all day and you helped turn my day around. Mimi, do you have anything for migraines? Any ideas?
Well, there's a pressure point in your hand that works really well for your head. It's like the meaty part. It kind of hurts when you press it in your hand, and it's a really good pressure point for your head.
Mine's always right here for my sinuses. I get right up in there and I start to rotate. Oh, even right now. Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, like right here.
It starts to really release a little bit for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like this part here.
Favorite older horror movies? I was a Phantasm fan.
Oh yes,
insane, right? Like they're carrying them into what? Like
parts of that movie were filmed in Colma, California.
Oh.
Yeah, my first serious boyfriend, he was like a horror movie buff, and he introduced me to that series. It's so good. Oh, and the other one that I love,
since we're talking about horror movies, let me change my lighting.
The other one that I love is Puppet Master.
Puppet Master is a classic. Yeah, Puppet Master is that's a classic. I actually watched all of them, even the most recent one that came out that was stupid, but it's a series that once you start, you get into, because the puppets were supposed to be protectors. So there's like a little bit more than just an evil thing behind the puppets. Here we go. Ooh, little red.
But yeah, Phantasm is so good. So good.
Yeah, Phantasm was really good. It was super creepy. Just the little people trying to steal. That was scaring me. Then the ball that just pops out of nowhere with the spikes.
Yes!
What?
Silence from the Lambs fucked me up too.
See, and I never really considered that a horror movie, but more so my introduction into like psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
As a kid, I saw that. Thank God I saw that as a child, because I became obsessed with Anthony Hopkins after that. I was obsessed. I was like, this man is the greatest actor ever.
So good.
There's a movie, I always forget the name of it, but it has to do with these kids finding the gateway to hell in their backyard. And it's a lot of claymation is used for it. And like the kid ends up having an eye in his hand or something like that, and he has to do certain steps to like get it all back. I'm really trying to remember the name of it, but it's one of my favorites. Whenever I see it, I freak out and I'm like, oh, I have to watch this again.
Now you just reminded me of the one with
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a movie, It has to do with these kids that are left at home, like their parents got out of town and they're trying to like have a good time or whatever, and they end up opening the portal to hell in their backyard because there was some work that was doing out there, and all these demons come out and try to like take over the house and the world. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's actually kind of super fucking creepy and weird. The Gate, that's the name of it. Thank you. Thank you. That's the name of it. I highly recommend that one. It's very campy, but very creepy and can be very disturbing in certain scenes. Especially like when the eye pops up in the kid's hand and it's like, what the fuck? And it's that 80s kind of shit.
Oh my gosh. What about problematic ass sleepaway camp?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That ending was
So
too
problematic.
much for me.
So problematic.
Too much. I was like, girl, I can't. Evil Dead's one of my favorites. I personally like that as an older movie. I like the Ash versus the Evil Dead series is pretty good too, y'all. You should watch that. I would say the original Halloween, 1979, John Carpenter, fabulous, excellent, one of the greatest movies ever made, period, for me. And it's Jamie Lee Curtis and her, one of the best. What Lies Beneath was one of my favorites.
That one's good.
That was a good one too. That one is absolutely stupid, but it's actually kind of gross and creepy in certain parts because they turn them into cotton candy and eat humans. It's like, what the hell? It's very weird. People Under the Stairs is a classic too, of course. Friday the 13th, the first one was good. I didn't like the second one. I liked the third one. After that, I sort of fell out. Nightmare on Elm Street, I like the first one. I like New Nightmare, I thought was good, but I really wasn't for most of them. The Fog was good too. The Fog was really good. I like the new one that came out. That one was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, The Fog was good.
Let's see here. Puppet Master, we talked about it. We talked about Chuck. We literally read this one already. The new one especially. Stephen King films can be bad or good. Okay. Cujo was a classic for me. I did enjoy, what was my other one I really liked by Stephen King? There's one, Misery.
Oh,
so good.
Classic.
So good.
Classic.
I think still though, to this day, even though Stanley Kubrick hates this movie, like that he had to make, but it's The Shining for me. Like,
so good.
The Shining is in my top 5 horror movies of all time. As a child, it really wrecked me. That blood coming off the elevator, I still can't get over.
I'm telling you, remember last year when they were doing the construction that was like banging downstairs for hours and hours and hours? I was like, I understand how Jack went crazy.
Yeah, it was just beautifully done, well acted, completely creepy, ominous. The music was just like,
so good.
It was a lot. It's a lot.
Did you see Dr. Sleep?
I did see Dr. Sleep. I was
good.
Impressed. I was like, oh, this is interesting. The villain didn't make me nervous. What she did bothered me.
Yeah.
A lot. But like, it felt very Lovely Bones meets, The Shining. So I was like, ew, fuck this. But yeah. I did like Carrie. Carrie is a classic. I always like to enjoy. I normally will watch a lot of these old B horror movies as like just my way of, having something in the background that I can quote forever. They'll all laugh at you. Put away your dirty pillows. Dirty pillows are showing. Oh, so funny. Y'all, isn't it crazy? I'm going through my phone. And you know how it gives you like old pictures and stuff? Outside of DragCon, New York City, 2019. Oh! Look at that. Look at that. I'm like, don't let nothing else pop up, girl. Okay, hold on. Okay. That's Jaden Dior, Fierce, Middle Luzon, Genie sitting right there. Look at that. I got video footage of the queens coming out. Venus the Light. Aw. Oh, IMHO girls. Love them. See, I got to meet everybody. Lexus Bevels and Dixie. Love it. Love it. Oh, when we were sitting outside the panel before Alex went up there, Silky, See, that's why you got to go to DragCon. Look at that. There go Alex, cut the fuck up there during the Queen Supreme Court.
Okay.
I documented all of that. Bam. Oliver with a twist sitting right back there, Alex, T.S. Masson, and myself. And that was right after the panel. And we had a long conversation with her about being content creators, having a brand, uplifting, doing, and being yourself and fucking all the say fuck you to all the haters. Wait, was that me interviewing Mercedes Iman? See, come on. Oh, look at my hair back then, y'all. Look at my hair back then, y'all. Who is this? Oh, I miss my friend. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Oh Lord, a picture of my ex and me. Oh God.
Oh gosh.
Oh, the infamous picture I talked about with a particular person who was very nasty to me and Jamar when we went and took pictures with them. And how their face looks like. Oh. I'm not going to show that picture. I'm being very nice to her by not exposing that face. Like, oh, girl. Okay. Haven't watched what? Where can you watch what? Tell me again, because I said a lot in like the last 2 minutes. Like, tell me what I said. You going to UK DragCon? I would love to. Maybe. I need money. It would also be my first international trip like that, so that would be a lot to take in. So I wouldn't be able just to go there for the weekend. No, I'd actually need to be there like the week if I'm gonna actually like immerse myself, because there's no way I'd go to London just for DragCon. No shade.
Yeah.
Had to move this burp. Whew, it was heavy. It's the 2-hour marker, y'all. We're about to head on out of here, okay? Hope they do bring DragCon back to New York City.
Ooh, that face says something.
It's probably going to go somewhere else before it goes back there.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
I think it was a little expensive to do it in New York City. I see them more so taking it to VEGAS, like they were originally going to do. Before
I love that I had to spell that out in my head, and I'm like, well.
No, because the venue for Drag Race, live is already there. It would make a whole lot of sense, especially with Vegas being a port town, one of those cities that's people just pass through. There's enough hotels, enough lodge.
Yeah.
Vegas would make money off of that. They could work out a deal with the drag people. I think that'd be the smartest move on their half. Telling you. The UK needs you, Matty, and you too, Mimi. I want to go so bad.
I want to go so bad.
Like, y'all don't know. It's on my bucket list of places. And when I finally step off the plane, I'm going to say, hello, governor. And then just walk away.
Yeah, I think for my... I hope. Well, first I got to get a house. I got to save money. I got to get a house. But at the day job, after we're there for 5 years, they give us a month recharge. Like we can take a month off.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do like a Europe trip for that recharge when I hit my 5 years.
I've heard something about this. I'm going to unhighlight it now.
Hello, goodbye.
Yeah, I might be there. So yeah, there you go. Again, I am working on a lot of stuff. I didn't get to go to the last one that I wanted to go to. Yes. Questions. Who do you want to win the season? Not necessarily who you think, or spoilers. Willow Pill, Angeria, Bosco right now in my current wheelhouse. Miss Congeniality, Deja Sky. They're not going to give it to Cornbread, unfortunately, even though I want Cornbread to have it. But that's another story.
For another day.
Another day. Another Fortunate Rant, okay? That part. Did you see the preview for what? This week, not yet. I've been talking to you. I've been talking to you. What time is it? Oh, sis, it's Christmas. Every time I say sis, I always have to say it's
Of
Christmas
course.
afterward. Like, why
It's
not?
Christmas.
Oh my God, go
I am
on.
so hungry.
Me too. Some work right now and about to relax because our hinged person just responded back.
Ooh.
How about yourself? I'm assuming they're texting me back now because school's out.
School's out for
Summer.
summer.
Come on, scream one. School.
School's out for summer.
Oh, my
You've
goodness.
reached the singing portion of our program.
They may give it to Camden. They might give it to Camden. Or better
I can see
yet,
Camden.
Carrie Colby, after, helping everybody transition from this show. Honey. 3-3. There was already, Cornbread was already transitioning while she was there. Oh, Miss Thing. But Carrie got Jasmine. Bosco was already thinking about it, sitting right there, going for it. Willow, I said, God damn. Carrie, you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work. Ooh.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Okay, I need to go eat. I'm so hungry.
I'm like, you want to order together? Okay. It's like, what can we find?
No, I can't order in anymore. I'm trying to buy a house.
I did totally go grocery shopping today. I need to go into the freezer and make it happen. Yep. Oh, that's right. I did see well, I don't know if the Queens did a tribute necessarily. I think Jennifer just had them in her show. We're
Yeah.
not going to say that they gave her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
had them in the show.
they opened the show.
Yeah.
Well, Ganja looked so awkward in that wig. I love Ganji, but that wig was too much for her.
You're talking about how, but she got that coat off quick enough to get that little dip in. I was like, thank God, because it was like, oh, sister, you almost missed the cue. And she caught it right on time. That's professional. Mariah, unfortunately, Mariah, I love you down, sister. You were so focused over here, you forgot to give the camera back this much space. But I will say, Carrie looked fabulous walking. I thought April looked fabulous walking. I thought Sasha Colby. I love how Carrie and Sasha were able to walk. I thought that was hot. That mother and daughter was walking. I was like, ew, but Sasha looked good too.
Yeah,
like they had a lot of the queens were giving. They were giving, and also Kimora Black. Is that pads and a pump too? Because that's not born with it, sister. It's not. I don't know if you was padded or pumped, but when you bent over, I was like, Miss Mama, that's an okay tree stump. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Oh, next time we should. Well, at some point we should do a Fortunate Rants mukbang.
Oh yeah, we should.
Mukbang. Not today, but we'll do that.
Mukbang. Yeah.
Because I want to start doing cooking and then eating on my channel. So go look me up. Search Mimi Cherry on YouTube. If you're one of the next 11 subscribers, you can help me make it a / Mimi Cherry. Once and for all.
Make it a / Mimi Cherry. Yes. It's so important to not have your YouTube channel be blah, 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 blah,
my
blah, blah.
God. Let me see how many. Am I still at 11? Let's look.
Maddie,
let's see if any of you have actually
Oscars?
followed.
I am ready for the Oscars. I'm ready to see Beyonce perform and Reba McEntire perform. Absolutely. I'm so happy to see that. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for the Oscars. I'm also excited to see Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall. Yes, Regina Hall and Amy Schumer. I always get Regina King and Hall with them names.
Yes.
So I knew I was right when I said Hall because King is serious actor. All right. Make that 10 subscribers, Mimi.
Yes. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you.
Excuse me. Let me do this correctly. Listen. It's been fun. We've had a Fortunate Rant with you today here live on YouTube. Again, talking about multiple things and everything here on this channel with a bunch of news that was released today, as well as just conversations to do with what's happening in the world now. Don't forget, you can find us all on our social media platforms through the link tree in our description section that is available to you for your consumption. If you forgot, grab a branch, eat some fruit. Activia, you're gonna sponsor me soon. I know it. poot, okay? And consume and be fed in all of our social media platforms where you can see Mimi cook, talk about other things, and have a little honey love.
Yeah.
And me as well with the Drag Race content, the LGBTQIA plus program, and plus the shady things I do and stupid things that I say. If you want to donate or drop a little tip my way, Cash App will do with the $ Matty Rants. Is it $ Mimi Cherry as well?
Yep.
$ Mimi Cherry as well if you want to drop us a little tip for this little live that we did today. But a thumbs up is muy importante, and the most important of all, as the algorithm with YouTube really helps your boy to make sure I get to that 20K and they start paying me Chantel numbers without Chantel drama.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
One more time. Chantel numbers without Chantel drama.
Hell yeah.
We love you so very much, Mattivia. I need it on a shirt. 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 That. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free advertising. Every top should know I'm regular. I'm always
Ooh.
clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Not
y'all
regular.
doing? Okay. All right, I'm done. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Remember, you woke up this morning. You already fought half that battle. Keep on climbing, okay? We love you so very much. Nothing but love and light. Mimi, anything else to say?
Be all the people.
Someone's got to be. Until next time, we'll see you for another Fortunate Rant. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Listen.